Eastern Conference playoffs. The Magic have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the New York Knicks? Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
We're ready for Game 3 on 2K Sports. It's the Eastern Conference quarterfinals and a series that's all knotted up in one apiece. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the power forward position. And for the Magic, Paolo Banchero is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Desmond Bane, then there's Wagner, and it's Suggs in at point guard. You look at Orlando, this is a team that's in great position to take control of this series.
Yeah, they've really positioned themselves very well in this first round. The fans will be urging them on tonight.
Bridges, out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that." Jalen is a really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Hart finds Brunson. From downtown. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And the Magic with possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. From deep, Bane. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. The three ball. Not going to go that time. For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Down low. Here's Bane. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And cleared for takeoff. Mr. Bane rising.
Brunson passes to Hart. Now Towns. Defended by Wagner. Wagner against Towns. New York, no good that time either.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
And here's Bridges. Downs a screen on Bane. For 3, Bridges gets the 3 to fall.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Banchero the screen. Suggs with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And Banchero gets it to go.
But with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Oubre passes to Wagner. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Mo Wagner will never back down from physical defense. Never. It's not in his DNA.
Bridges against Bane. And the shot goes down. Bridges has got 5 points.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. Now here's McBride, guarded by Bane. Outside Hart for three. Orlando with a rebound. Inside. And stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. Here's McBride. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
And Suggs, here we go. To the middle. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Now Payne. He shoots. And another miss by Orlando.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Banchero.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Hard with it. He's picked up by Banchero. That evens the score. McBride's got his second basket.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Bridges against Oubre. Down low. Here's Wagner. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Towns a screen on Suggs. Here's Brunson. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Achua's checked in for Bridges. Towns a screen on Wagner. Hart goes in. Kicks it out Towns. Yeah, that one's good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Wagner. Isaac comes in for Oubre. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Batase can't hit. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's McBride. He drops it from range. McBride's got 8 points.
I just love the ball move.
Wagner, the pass to Batase. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul for the Knicks. Hield comes in for Hart, and it's Bridges in for Brunson. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Oh, deflected. Batase, the pass to Isaac. Wagner outside, 6 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Shot's good by Black.
Yeah, impressive vision from Bane. Always looking to move it.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Towns on the screen. McBride with it. Give him 8. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses the baby hook. Batase with a screen. Payne, the pass to Batase. Back to Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Now McBride. The floater. It's hauled in by Black. Now here's Payne. To the paint. Here's Batase. Here's Black. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Orlando ahead, up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Wagner and Isaac, the duo at forward. Then it's Goga Batadze, then it's John Conchar, and it's Black in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now here's Wagner. No points yet, just 4 to shoot. Here's McBride. To the inside, Looney. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
New York shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That one's no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Back to Wagner. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Hield.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York, and he sinks the second. New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now here's McBride. He's closely guarded. Outside Achua. There's the triple. Connects from downtown.
I'll tell you, a confident stroke from Precious Achua. He has elevated this aspect of his game.
Picked by Isaac. Here's Black. Pass to Isaac. Achua with the rebound. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Back to Achua. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play, twice on the pipes.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Wagner with a screen on Achua. Isaac, the pass to Wagner. Can't connect from short range. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Anunoby. Takes it inside, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Such a fantastic athlete. When OG Anunoby puts it on the deck, look out, folks.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Towns is checked in. Now here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Banchero uses his size down there.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
McBride passes to Anunoby. Outside Achua. Anunoby, a screen on Banchero. Here's Achua. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Precious Achua, a guy who I think has a high upside. The reason I say that, he runs the floor. He's got tremendous athleticism. He's able to fit in around great players. He just needs to continue to work on his game.
And he makes both free throws.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Banchero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Achua can't hit. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And Carroll with a screen on Bridges. Payne, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Bridges hits them both. Magic trail by 3. And here's Suggs to the paint. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And the basket by Bane.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Here's Brunson. Brunson inside with the finish.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. And Carroll outside. Bane against Achua. Deflected.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua. Send it back.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Towns with the ball. Over Bane. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Achua. And now a 4-point Knick lead. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Looney's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Bridges. Now here's Wagner. Outside Oubre. Wagner with a screen on Towns. Oubre passes to Wagner. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Brunson outside. The shot no good. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Bane. Oubre passes to Suggs. Here's Bane. And here's Oubre from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Now here's Looney. Inside. Here's Brunson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Mo Wagner.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Fields checked in for McBride. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Trailing by 5. To the middle. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Now that's a great possession. You set Wagner up down low and let him go to work.
The Knicks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Down low. Tipped. It's stolen by Oubre. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Wagner. So for the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Looney. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Hield. Knicks leading by 3. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Wagner with a screen. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet, too.
The Knicks shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Towns outside. For 3, Bridges. Orlando with a rebound. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Wagner outside. Oubre on the wing. And he makes it. Oubre's got his second basket on the night. 32 seconds left in the first half. Bridges outside. Wagner against Anunoby. Outside Hart. Fires the three. New York again can't hit. Oubre with it. Wagner with a screen on Bridges. Here's Oubre. And he goes in for the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Orlando ahead. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the New York Knicks.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Whoever wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Boy, you look at Mo Wagner. What a contribution.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in a shooting guard. Outside Hart. Here's Brunson outside. They grab their own miss. Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Oubre against Anunoby. The fadeaway. Oubre can't hit.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Bridges outside. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 12.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Banchero. Hart pulls it in.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Outside Brunson. From the arc. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. And now it's a 5-point Knick lead. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Banchero with a screen on Brunson. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Will it go? Banchero hammers it home.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Knicks leading by 3. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Oubre. Over on Anunoby. Oubre can't hit.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Here's Anunoby, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Banchero with a screen on Brunson to the paint. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Bridges passes to Hart. Here's Towns. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Oubre on the wing. Anunoby covering. Anunoby against Oubre. The shot comes out. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. New York leading by 3. Hart passes to Anunoby. Brunson against Suggs. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. Wagner's checked in for Oubre. Both free throws good from Brunson. For Orlando, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Well, that's what you call orchestrating the pick and roll. Jalen Suggs, yes, sir.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Great D that time from Suggs.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Banchero. On the wing, Bain for the tie. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York leading by 3. Here's Brunson. A quick shot there. It's off target. Wagner finds Bain. Banchero outside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
It's time for your 407 dance feed.
Right side McBride. Outside Hart. Left side Brunson. Clock at 6. Yes! Great focus to hit from Brunson.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside painted area. Look out.
Batadze with a screen. Oubre passes to Batadze. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Up top McBride. Conchar covers. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Looney's checked in for New York. Achua comes in for Hart. Bridges passes to Achua. Count that one. Achua's got 7 points.
Length, athleticism, Achua. Tough matchup on the interior.
Pass to Isaac. Out to the right wing. Here's Batase. Looney grabs a miss. New York leading by 5. Outside Brunson. McBride with it. Takes the 3. And he can't get that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Brunson. Bridges outside. Lets it go from deep. Orlando with the rebound. Outside Oubre. Over Achua. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Give him 8.
Really off on his shooting. Just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
And the basket by Bridges.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Batase can't hit. New York leading by 6. McBride passes to Bridges, and the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Bridges. Got a hand on it. Isaac outside. Just 3 on the clock. It's deflected. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And so it's New York with it. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Franz Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. Coach doesn't like that decision one bit. He's going to use his challenge on the out-of-bounds violation.
And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong. It's a great reason to on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by New York. Achua's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Shot from the low block. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Oubre. The Knicks with the rebound. Achua's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anunoby. It's tipped.
Smart defending. You're rarely going to catch Bane out of position.
Left side, McBride. Outside, Anunoby. Heel, the screen on Oubre. 4 on the clock. Here's Anunoby. And a nice finish on the layup. Anunoby's got 9 points here in the second half.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Ben Carroll the screen. The 3 from Suggs. Nails it from 3.
That Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
McBride passes to Towns. Over Wagner. It's rebounded by Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Suggs. Paolo, strong.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Van Carroll.
Knicks leading by 9. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Back to McBride. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. Down low. Here's Ben Carroll. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. Orlando making some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Oubre. And Black subbed in for Desmond Bane. Here's Brunson outside. Can't hit that one.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Suggs. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Let's not forget, Jalen Suggs is a great football player growing up. He is not afraid to mix it up down low.
Outside Anunoby. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Now Brunson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Hart can't hit. Magic trail by 7. Ben Carroll in the post. He's guarded by Bridges. Nails it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 8 here in this quarter. Now here's Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now. Picked by Isaac. Suggs with it. Hart covering. Here's Isaac. Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll with a screen on Anunoby. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Up top, Bridges. He's covered by Suggs. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Isaac. Oubre comes in for Wagner. And it's Bane in for Black. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Achua. Wagner with a screen on Brunson to the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Wagner with the huge delivery. That's the competitive fire of this young guy.
Brunson. Outside Hart. Towns a screen on Bankero. Towns outside. Jacks up a three. Drains the triple. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Shots good by Hart. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Inside, here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Wagner against Towns. Bankero with a screen on Brunson. Suggs, the pass to Bankero. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Bankero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Wagner with a screen. To the paint. Count it!
Don't allow Mo Wagner to get into a rhythm now. This guy is starting to cook.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Suggs against Brunson. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 5.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Suggs finds Wagner. Back to Suggs. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Carroll passes to Wagner. The three from Bain. It doesn't go for him. And an intentional foul right there.
Paulo Bankero. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
7 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. And the Magic call time here. They trail by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And he commits the intentional foul.
Mo Wagner. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So New York wins it. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my, hear the siren.